Welcome back, I'm GamerMade0. Last time we reviewed room 3, the room of doors, and how to make hidden doors, contraptions, and sand doors best of all. We've also visited room 2 where we had the, it's kind of broken up, but mostly like different kinds of switches. So we have, as we can see part of it there, the 0 through 9 counter, and then we have a 4-way switch. T flip-flops right there, and some other things that help us understand the rising voltage detectors, along with some of the base components for all of these things over here and how they work. But now let's go to room number 4. As you can see, we have a rail car here. So let's check this out. What are we looking at here? So this right here is to actually help us understand the speeds at which the cars go. Notice an empty cart does not go as fast as the full carts. Now this one we have a chest in one, and then a, I think it's a dropper essentially, or a hopper in there. Anyways, so now in this one we have different things that they can do. So let's try this one out. You can see how far it falls and see where it goes. And then this right here was a track to see to push it back on. So now notice it hit the third one over. Let's do that again, but this time let's jump in. Whee! This time we hit the second one. Interesting. Alright, so having something in it might make it go faster, but it also doesn't jump as far. So for this one, let's go ahead and actually just hop into it. Go down under. We can go through one square. There we go. That one kind of shows us what happens. We couldn't see while going around and under but we can go through one square spots without suffocating and dying while we're on a rail cart. And if you want to see where you're going, the glass is a good option because you can see through it, whereas we couldn't see at all while we were underneath the other one, and this one just kind of returns you back underneath. So let's try this card out. Boom. There we go. Now from this one we kind of learned that how it can kind of go up, you can drop it back down, you can hit this. Now the thing is that if we send this off without us in there, it actually doesn't go as far, which is completely contradictory to what we had happen over there. But of course in this case we didn't have the red panel here to actually fling us. So things actually act a little bit differently than you might initially expect. Now this was actually supposed to catch us here, and we could press the button and it'd let us launch us that way. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get this one going here. There we go. Let's go ahead and hop in that. Yep. And let's hop in this one here and launch it out. So this is just a testing ground to kind of see how different things can be done. Now this one had a different way of just powering it. So this one could power both ends just by being there. This one could power it by being under the block. And that was really the point of these two, kind of showing you the different routes that it can do this at, This one was to show you that you could drop it down and stop it. But of course, if I were to recreate this, I would make this go up a little bit more and come down a little bit more, because this came out more than expected when you were in it and less than expected when there was nothing in it. I don't know if something changed. It's supposed to be the same version of Minecraft, but either way. And that's all this section was just for testing how far this would go. But let's come back over here, and we'll come back over to that one in a moment here. So let's check this out. So this is showing you that with a T-intersection, these carts always go the same way. So no matter what happens, this cart will not go to this side. But if you were to build this in a different orientation, it might actually go in a different direction. And it's because of how the game updates itself that it does that. So basically when it hits here, it's got to go one way or the other. And one part of the game updates first, which happens to be this direction. I can't remember if it's north, south, west, or east that you'll tend to go in first, but it's one of those. It's like, I can't remember if it's south and west or whatever, but it's like two directions that will go first, and then the other two will go second. So in this case, this just goes around a circle. But you can kind of see it. It's going to go straight even though it hit a curve. And it just kept going the way it was going. Obviously the minecart glitches a little bit and kind of almost tries to curve with the track once it connects over. But because it goes down on the curve, follows the track around. So this is a useful way to bring in carts into one direction off of different connections or different angles. So now this here is something to help switch. So let's do this to turn this on. We'll turn it off. So we'll leave it on. Just playing around with the cart and the different things that you can do with it, really. Now this is a dropper. So essentially, what we have going on here there we go. So this will switch that over there, so it'll just go in a circle. I think that is just off-angled enough. There we go. There we go. Now, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So for whatever reason, that one was just slightly off-angled. Threw that off, but then you line it up and then it goes correctly down. So this right here is a way to dispense them, because if you're moving these blocks back and forth, it has an opportunity to start falling, and it's going to continue falling even though the block is pushing into it. And then it comes down. So as we said, it's a dispenser. Now this was a playground that I built, and here you could actually hit this from over here. I forgot about that. So that way you could play with the rail cars and see how they work, the different ways of actually working with them. And I had like little counters up there. And obviously it goes to the right because of the thing, and so it sends it back. But anyways, so hope this has been eye-opening for rail carts. This has been a room that I played with for a little while just to understand things a little bit better. Understand how they actually move, and kind of points out my own flaws. And obviously either something in this room has changed, or I don't remember some of the things that happened, like this part right here specifically. And then this part right here I think has always been the same. I don't think we ever got any carts all the way over there on the farther half. So, but anyways, I hope this has been fun. This has been, like I said, a library of information for Redstone and Minecraft. So we are getting into minecarts, but obviously there's some things left for Redstone in these. And there's plenty more for minecarts as well, though I don't think I ever go into it in this library. There's a whole realm of things to go into with minecarts. Alright guys, thank you very much. If you'd like to see more, make sure to hit that, or make sure to comment and let me know what's going on. Hit like and subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell if you'd like to get notifications of future videos. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!